The engine fit check that changes everything. Rocket Lab just test-fitted the first flight configuration Archimedes engine to the Neutron thrust structure this week. This is more than a routine assembly milestone. It is the first physical validation of a high-pressure methane cycle that must solve a massive structural problem. While typical medium-lift launch providers rely on simple gas generator cycles, Rocket Lab is gambling on an oxidizer-rich staged combustion engine to offset the specific mass penalties of their unique fairing design. This integration moves the program out of the simulation phase and into the reality of hardware constraints. The high-pressure trade-off of staged combustion. Archimedes operates on an oxidizer-rich staged combustion cycle, or ORSC. This is the same sophisticated cycle used by the RD-180, and it is notoriously difficult to master because it requires pumping high-pressure, oxygen-rich gas through a turbine that wants to catch fire. Most startups avoid this complexity to speed up development, but Rocket Lab needs the high specific impulse and thrust density. Because Neutron is built from carbon fiber and features a captive fairing, the booster is carrying significantly more dry mass than a traditional expendable or even a Falcon 9. To achieve a competitive payload fraction, the engine cannot just be reliable. It must be exceptionally efficient at sea level. The recent full-duration hot fires at Stennis confirmed a sea-level thrust of 165,000 pounds, but the real metric to watch is the turbine inlet temperature. If they cannot keep those temperatures stable during the full 200-second burn, the reuse targets for this engine will collapse. The hungry Hippo structural tax. The Archimedes engine exists primarily to support the hungry Hippo fairing. Unlike standard rockets that jettison their fairings to shed mass, Neutron's fairing stays attached to the first stage. This design simplifies recovery because you never have to fish fairing halves out of the ocean or refurbish complex latches. However, it means the first stage is essentially carrying a heavy, hinged carbon fiber shell all the way to stage separation. Think of it as a structural tax. Every pound of fairing mechanism is a pound of payload lost, unless the engine can provide the high thrust-to-weight ratio necessary to muscle that extra mass through the atmosphere. The engine isn't just a propulsion unit. It is the economic enabler for a captive fairing architecture. 3D printing and thermal fatigue. Marketing narratives often frame 3D printing as a speed-to-market tool, but for Archimedes, it is a thermal management necessity. The combustion chamber is a single-piece copper alloy print with integrated cooling channels that are impossible to machine traditionally. These channels are the only thing preventing the high-pressure ORSC cycle from melting the engine in seconds. The technical risk here is thermal fatigue over multiple flights, which is the next major hurdle for the qualification campaign. The signal under the noise. Neutron is not a SpaceX clone. It is a fundamental bet that structural integration is more valuable than staged mass reduction. By proving out the Archimedes engine in its flight configuration, Rocket Lab has addressed the single biggest point of failure for this thesis. The connection between the staged combustion cycle and the captive fairing is the defining mechanism of the vehicle. If Archimedes delivers its target ISP, the hungry Hippo design eliminates the refurbishment costs that currently plague fairing recovery. This transforms Neutron from a medium-lift curiosity into a high-cadence constellation deployer. However, the engineering margin remains razor-thin. Following the Stage 1 tank rupture earlier this year, the focus now shifts from engine performance to structural margins under full thrust loads. The success of the Archimedes integration this month suggests that the propulsion system is ready, but the real test will be the upcoming 9-engine cluster fire at Wallops. Watch for any variance in vibration data during that test, as it will reveal if the carbon fiber airframe can actually handle the acoustic energy of 9 staged combustion engines firing in a confined base. Subscribe for more